Well, I'm right here in Moorpark, California, behind Moorpark College, and about a year ago or so, there were bright lights up on the mountain, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I got a closer look through a hike and a telescope and camera, and they were drilling for natural gas, which is not uncommon here. There's a lot of natural gas out here in Southern Cal, next to Texas, probably the biggest, second to Texas. Now today, October 25th, 29th, I believe. Oh, I got the day off anyways. It's morning time, and upon closer inspection, there's wells everywhere. Some of the rigs are not moving, some of them are. This one happens to be pumping this morning, and it is definitely a crude petroleum. It's very black, thick. They're pumping out, and on top of it, I would imagine there's natural gas. That's usually the norm with any petroleum area on this planet. You'll find natural gas above the crude petroleum as it starts to evaporate and heads up towards the surface of the ground. The petroleum here is no different. It's pretty much the same everywhere on this planet. I don't know what the variations would be. But black is black, and as far as I can remember, anytime I've touched a crude petroleum hiking on the beach overseas in the States, it's always been a thick, dark black. It hardens eventually in the sun on rock or dirt or sand to a hard, sticky type blob. I don't know how you describe it. Blob. Thick blob sticks to your feet. Very stainy. Very greasy and sticky and toxic. I dropped out of university. I was actually receiving money from a petroleum company when I was an older teenager into my 20s. It was for college, university, to get a degree. It wasn't much. It was a little over $100,000. I spent it right away. I didn't get a degree. Too many problems I ran into, and I now know why it would happen. Is the person that was sending the checks, greedy petroleum, just like anywhere on this planet. It wouldn't have been in their favor for me to continue with my degree in psychology, because I would have eventually figured out what was in their head. And anything that's a threat to petroleum anywhere on this planet, especially the States, is the most paranoid chemical petroleum resource industry on this planet. They don't want any type of psychology person trying to figure out, or by accident or chance figuring out what's in their head, what they're doing. And he was an executive for, or still is, for my research, I guess I can say, is a petroleum company right below the CEO or owner. Natural gas company, which doesn't seem like much, really. I mean, it's just natural gas. Everyone on this planet has to use it and needs it, mostly, next to electricity and water. But the thing was, all petroleum companies are connected with each other in the States and overseas. It's one big conglomerate, terrorist, most powerful chemical energy organization on this planet, and they don't want anyone to figure out what they're doing. And I did figure it out. I was being terrorized, not so much by the petroleum company that set up the trust fund for my college and university here in Southern Cal, where I grew up, LA County. Now I'm in Ventura. But the police, the law enforcement, their digital stuff, all the digital stuff in their cars and their equipment, cell towers, cell phones, telecommunications, electricity. I was being terrorized, and I didn't know it until about 4 or 5 years ago by the law enforcement here in Cal. ALF, microwave, radio wave, electromagnetic energy, whatever you want to call it. The newest thing is now they have it in their trunks. Most law enforcement cars have big digital modulators in their trunks, electromagnetic energies, and it actually controls people and freezes them up as they drive by. But that's what I was getting in my apartment and the classroom. I was constantly getting hit by their university cars, and I couldn't focus, couldn't finish nothing. I was also getting hit by other company stuff, chemicals, bad food, too much coffee, whatever. But I'm about 48 years old now, and my birthday is November 28th. of this coming November month, and I'll never have a degree. I spent all my money overseas with a backpack in 13 countries, and I now know why. I wasn't agreeable to the petroleum industry and all the greedy fucking, excuse my language, shit. But that's the way it is, I guess. It happens to many people, I'm sure, on this planet. So, 3 universities and 3 colleges later, here I am, looking at this rig right behind a college, just a few hundred yards right behind Moorpark College, pumping out crude petroleum, and it's going to be used and expanded to make mega millions of dollars, one truckload, and for fuel greedy university students, and like everyone else. But I'm going to focus on the universities because of the research with chemicals, nano, and petroleum, and human experimentation. So yeah, that crude petroleum will be expanded for fuel for the university students so they can drive their expensive cars and live their lush life in ignorance and hate and greed and hurt and unhealthy. And it's a horrible thing. All of the universities in this country and colleges, mostly universities, they're just horrible. And the colleges now, this will eventually turn into a university, Moorpark College. And it's just too greedy, the ignorance. They have no sensitivity, nothing in them except some book knowledge, and that goes everywhere. I don't care if it's Yale or Harvard or Princeton, they all fucking suck, and those are the people that run our countries anyways. This is it. Eventually this will hopefully get on YouTube. I think it's pretty good, informative, but that's my life experience, and it's all fact. Spent many years researching, talking, experiencing everything to do in detail that I can get my hands on from my side in regards to petroleum. That's about it. Not much compared to the average CEO of any petroleum company. It's probably nothing to them what they know, but it's something. It's hopefully helpful information. This will eventually turn into a petroleum college, university, like Occidental College, where Barrack Obama spent his undergraduate years. He is definitely backed by petroleum industry, greedy motherfucker. Well, this is it. There's not much here, not much more to say, but see you next time.